Today we're out here at Durand Park. We're going to be talking about the difference between regular and FPV drones. I've got my buddy Dylan with me. Is that Dylan or is that a Sasquatch? I don't know. But yeah, we're going to be talking about FPV drones and what the difference is between them and which one you should use for your film. So cheers, let's get into it. So Dylan, why don't you go ahead and tell us about, these FPV drones and your experience with them and what do you think they're good for?
Right now what I'm holding is a Cinewhoop. This is actually a pusher style Cinewhoop. And then I have a 6-inch, I would say it's a long range. This thing's, I can go pretty much anywhere with this. It's pretty fast, has GPS on it. Everything that I see when I'm flying this drone comes through this little tiny camera. It's just like a slower quality. It's in 720 and I don't really use it for anything other than like if I break my drone. This one is really nice for getting in like small areas. Like I can still rip this thing really well. I usually use this for flying like through buildings or flying through like small cracks and everything. That's mainly what I use these for. They're more of a fast-paced kind of shooting style. It's more for like adrenaline junkies, stuff like that. I'm able to fly really close to people and I can like wrap around them while they're driving or skiing or kayaking. It's just something cool to get and a different perspective than using a standard DJI drone.
These drones kind of go and they fly more like a regular aircraft does, whereas these drones fly kind of more like they just hover in the air. And then from there you can move it forward or move it back, but it's not gonna go side to side, up and down. It's not gonna like fly through the air like an aircraft would in a sense. I think to sort of highlight, the FPV drone is different than the regular drone because it flies like a regular aircraft and is better for tracking things, better for flying in tight spaces. You have a lot more control. It is a lot harder to fly, but as you get better, you can use that control to get really unique shots that you wouldn't get with a regular drone. So with this drone, I would use this for like establishing shots, so just showing the scene. Very kind of slow moving, cinematic, wide shots of an area. This isn't really gonna chase things as much, and it's not gonna get like in tight.
I can take crashes way easier than that thing. I've crashed this many times. I've crashed this a couple times and not a nick on them. I've crashed in the trees, done a lot of stuff, and still great.
Yeah. You've crashed a lot of drones though in general.
Love crashing, but I get the shots. I'm always getting the shots. Yeah. Always get the shot.
It's kind of weird lighting today, but we're gonna just get some example shots to show you what the difference is. Right. That way you can see for yourself. All right, so this is like a dive bomb. This would be really good for like showing maybe like a high church tower or like a mountaintop or something like that.
Following a car right now.
So this would be another example, is like a tracking shot.
I'm diving in the water.
Go ahead and try and track a subject here with this drone and kind of show you the difference between tracking with a drone like this and tracking with a drone like what Dylan uses. As you can see, this drone is very, very stable. And this is one of my other sort of favorite shots where you punch in, push down on the controller, and pan up on the gimbal. So this is the classic like orbit shot. You're orbiting around a center point. This is the orbit shot adding a gimbal panning up. This is a nice looking movement as well. Now that we went ahead and looked at the differences between the FPV and the regular drone, let's talk about which one you should use for your film. The answer is actually going to be both of them. And the reason is because they both serve different purposes. The regular drone is good for getting wide establishing shots to start to set the scene and to show the viewer where everything's happening. And the FPV drone has specific uses that can be used for pretty much any project, but you really want to use that one with intention. So I think that you should definitely use FPV drone in your video. And if that's something that you're interested in hearing more about, definitely reach out to me. You can use the link down below.